Hey guys, this is Joshua Meeks with the PNW team at Keller Williams Realty, and you are watching the PNW Monthly Market Update for March. Now, what happened over the last month is fairly consistent with what we see happen around this time every year, and that's that the amount of homes that are under contract, the amount of homes that are available, it kind of starts to plateau for a little bit before we see a rise in that momentum, usually around April, May, June, July, August. So right now we are seeing more buyers come in the market, and we'll continue to see more buyers come in the market until around May or June. We are seeing more sellers come in the market, and we will continue to see more sellers come in the market until around August or September. But for right now in this small blip, the amount of homes that are under contract and the amount of homes that are available decreased slightly, marginally, almost a plateau from around 5,514 homes under contract to just shy of that at 5,317 homes under contract. The amount of homes that are available is 10,304 for Western Washington area within the Northwest Multiple Listing Service, and then over the last 30 days decreased slightly to 9,773 homes. Now, year over year, what we're looking at is that we're seeing a consistent growth in the amount of homes that are available between the homes that are going under contract. So last year around this time, you saw that kind of floating right between around 5,000 homes under contract and around 7,000 homes available. This year, just over 5,000 homes that are under contract and over 10,000 homes that are available. So we're definitely starting to see that increase and rise of homes that are available, and that affects, of course, the market demand, prices, days on market, the percentage of list price versus sale price, and we'll get into a little bit more of that. Now, average price per square foot rose slightly from $241 to $255 per square foot. And again, that's from that a little bit of resuscitation that we got to see over the last couple months, wherein a lot of buyers came back in the market around June, and the sellers weren't quite ready to be on the market yet, and that created that tension of demand within the market that brought in a little bit more economic confidence that we like to see within the Pacific Northwest, and I think that'll really set us on a good foot for the rest of the year. Now, average days on market, as a reminder, this is the amount of time that most homes or average homes are on the market before finding a buyer and going under contract. That continued to increase this month up to 61 days on market. Now, if that means that if you're a seller and your house is on the market and a couple weeks goes by, as a reminder, we no longer need to freak out about being in the market for a few weeks. If the average is around 2 months on market, that means as sellers, we need to have a little bit more patience. As listing agents, we need to have a little bit more patience and understand that that's just not the market that we're in right now, where we're seeing houses go off the market in a week or two, unless they're in one of the major hot spots or unless they're priced or really competitively. For a year-over-year comparison, around this time last year, the average days on market was 47 days on market. Now we're at 61 days on market. Encouragement to you, if you are a seller, is that the further we get throughout the year, especially as we get towards May, June, July, that average days on market historically decreases more and more, meaning that the longer you wait throughout the year, we see more buyers come on the market. But as a reminder, for this first month or two right now, we are at a pretty constrained inventory, and that puts you as a seller in a really good position. And as a buyer, as a reminder, you will be competing likely for much of this year as it is a seller's market, though we're seeing it start to shift in areas into more of a neutral market. With that being said, months of inventory decreased slightly from around 2.5 months of inventory to 2.1 months of inventory. Anything less than 3 months is still a seller's market. So we just jumped even more so into a little bit more of a seller's market this month. Last year around this time, we were about 1.5 months of inventory. So if you look at that year over year comparison, we continue to see that trend where there's a few more homes available. And that means that the demand, while it's still high, is a little bit less than the kind of hysterical highs that we've seen over the last few years, which is good to see. Overall, keep in mind that the market has been growing consistently for about 6 or 7 years. This is great growth, this is healthy growth, and a lot of it's been taking us out from homes that had adjusted too far down. Then they came up to adjusting about to where they should be, and now what we want to see is what we specifically are seeing in this market right now, and that is consistent, slow, methodical, systematic growth. In an average real estate market, we expect and hope to see home values go up about 6 to 7% a year. And in a healthy market, as interest rates are increasing, that's what we consistently are seeing right now. And that's what what we like to see. We have seen interest rates for mortgages lower a little bit over the last month or two, which is really good to see. As a buyer, that increases your buying power. As the interest rates decrease at all, that increases your leverage as a buyer within this market. And within a healthy market, we should see those interest rates continue to rise. So just keep in mind that they cannot stay in the 4s or even the 5s forever, that in an average or healthy market, interest rates are closer to the low 6s. So moving forward, what we would expect to see from March to April is that a little bit more inventory come in the market, a little bit more buyers come in the market. What we see year over year is that around this time, average days on market decreases, the price per square foot starts to go up a little bit, and that the amount of buyers consistently grows until around May or June, and the amount of sellers consistently grows until around August or September, when people start settling in for the school year. So hopefully that's helpful to you wherever you're at as a seller. Keep in mind, it's still a seller's market, it's still definitely your market. So make the most of it. As a buyer, interest rates are still really low. Make the most of that leverage and that buying power that you have in this market. If you have other questions about buying or selling a home, make sure that you connect with the PNW Real Estate team wherever you might find us, and check in for regularly scheduled first-time home buyer classes that we have on a month-to-month basis right now with Kyle Deedy at the PNW Real Estate team. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next month.